I'm Liz Schrum for the Wisconsin Technology Council, here with WisBusiness.com, the show. Just ahead, Tom Still talks about efforts to pass a right-to-work law in Wisconsin. And Ophir Ben-Yitschak of Scopia Technologies talks about using data sources to enhance your travel experiences from door to door. And now, here's the WisBusiness.com stock report. Rising, companies on the move. A number of Wisconsin companies are closing 2014 with a bang. ABC Supply and Beloit has acquired Siding World, a Detroit-based distributor of siding and other exterior building products. Cambridge Major Laboratories in Germantown has announced a $20 million expansion of its facility, a plan expected to add 75 jobs over 3 years. And OSG Billing Services has doubled the size of its Midwest production facility by moving to a new plant in New Berlin. And falling, overpayments on jobless claims. The state's workforce agency made nearly $168 million in overpayments on unemployment claims over a 3-year period, according to a legislative audit. It often takes years to recoup money that shouldn't have been paid to applicants, the Legislative Audit Bureau said. The Bureau found more than 681,000 overpayments beginning in 2011. Fewer than 10% of those overpayments went to people who deliberately supplied false information, but those claims accounted for nearly half of the dollar amount. And now, here's Tom Still with his Inside Wisconsin commentary.
If you ask the typical technology company executive or worker what they think about right-to-work laws, which say workers cannot be forced to join a union shop or pay dues as a condition of employment, you may get a blank stare for an answer. That's because the fast-growing technology industry, from the life sciences to information technology, has never been unionized and likely never will become so. Not that techies are necessarily anti-union or pro-union, their personal beliefs vary. For the vast majority of them, however, union shops are simply not aligned with the creative worlds in which they live and work. That's something the Wisconsin legislature may bear in mind as it considers making Wisconsin the nation's 25th right-to-work state, and why Governor Scott Walker is correct to suggest efforts to pass such a law would be a distraction. Membership in unions, especially those representing private workers, has been declining in percentage terms since the 1950s, when 35% of the nation's workforce carried a union card. Today, that percentage is about 11%. The decline is even more dramatic if you count only unionized private workers, who now make up under 7% of the workforce. About 35% of all public employees are unionized. Walker and the legislature already fought and won the public employee battle with the 2011 passage of Act 10. That law effectively ended collective bargaining for many public workers. Is the latest proposal to pass a right-to-work law simply an effort to shoot the wounded? Perhaps, except for the fact the wounded have already shot themselves when it comes to the high-growth tech sector. Union rates in U.S. tech sectors are notoriously low, usually in the 2 to 4% range. None of the internet giants of the Silicon Valley or beyond have unionized employees. The same holds true for most of Wisconsin's larger tech companies. And yet, those companies are often rated by their own employees as outstanding places to work. The reasons for tech's low union rates speak to the nature of tech companies, which are by nature innovative and determined to create new markets while disrupting what came before. The people who work in those settings value innovation far more than laws that protect workers' jobs, because most of them know they can be fired in a heartbeat if their company fails to attract enough capital or market a winning product. The Industrial Revolution and its man versus machine climate spurred the need for unions in the 19th and 20th centuries. The rise of the internet and man exploiting machine reversed the trend. Today's technology has also sharpened the need for more educated workers who can adapt to ever-changing jobs versus protecting a single job that may last a lifetime. Supporters of right-to-work laws say they can boost the state's economy by making wages and salaries more competitive, thus making it easier to attract and retain certain types of jobs. If only high wages were a problem in Wisconsin, that might be so. Wisconsin lacks in per capita income pretty much across the board. The goal should be creating more high-wage jobs, not chasing those that pay less. And that's why right-to-work is a distraction.
Thanks, Tom. I'll be right back with Ophir Ben-Yitschak of Scopia Technologies.
White Hirschbeck Dudek represents companies at all stages of development and in a wide range of industries to navigate the legal challenges of regional, national, and global growth. At WHD, every stage takes center stage.
We're back with Ophir Ben-Yitschak of Scopia Technologies, who we recently caught up with at the Wisconsin Early Stage Symposium, where we asked him about Scopia.
Well, Scopia Technologies is a Milwaukee-based startup that specializes in aggregating data relating to travel and tourism and transportation. We take that data, we put around it some very unique attributes that are controlled by a set of algorithms. Those algorithms create sort of a multi-dimensional picture which provides the travelers with relevance. So the bottom line is we create efficiency and value through relevance in travel and tourism.
Who are your competitors and how are you different?
Well, the market itself, the travel and tourism market, is a $2 trillion industry that it's saturated with companies dealing with every little aspect of the industry, whether it's online, brick and mortar travel agencies, integration companies. We can't particularly see anybody that's dealing right now with online relevance in travel and tourism, but we could, many of these companies could potentially become competitors and eventually maybe even acquirers or strategic partners.
And why do you choose Wisconsin?
Wisconsin, if you take away the weather, it's the best state in the U.S. It far surpasses many other states. It's a great place to live, great place to raise a family, higher than average intellect of people, a lot of college educated people, great workforce here, and our kids love being here as well, so does my wife.
Thank you for watching this edition of WisBusiness.com, the show. The show is produced by WisBusiness.com and the Wisconsin Technology Council, and sponsored by White Hirschbeck Dudek, MG&E, and UW-Milwaukee. Visit our websites to read and learn more. I'm Liz Schrum of Talent Foot Executive Search. See you next time.